Bud versus Canelo, keys to victory. Bud's key to victory here. What Bud has to do is make sure that, he's fighting his fight, tuning out the outside world, and, not listening to the Tom and Jerry antics. If Tom and Jerry was such a bad style of fighting, we wouldn't have Muhammad Ali, stick and move, swim without getting wet. I'm not sure what's going on with this narrative, the Tom and Jerry narrative. Stick and move, that's the sweet science, the art of boxing. The whole slug it out thing, that's rock'em sock'em robots, that's UFC fighting, that's bar fighting. We're not talking about bar fighting, we're not talking about UFC fighting, we're talking about the sweet science of boxing. Stick and move, swim and don't get wet, hit and don't get hit. We got Floyd Mayweather, known as one of the greatest fighters of all times, and he made a living making people pay to see him lose, which never happened because he was a defensive specialist. He was stick and move, he was swim and not get wet. It's the art of hitting and not getting hit. Muhammad Ali, he was a different animal. He was a different beast. He had a steel chin, so he took a lot of punishment sometimes. So his stick and move style kind of changed as he got older, But like I said, if it wasn't for the Tom and Jerry style, it wouldn't be a Muhammad Ali style. You wouldn't see people trying to emulate. What they're really doing is trying to emulate what they saw from Muhammad Ali. Think about Michael Jordan in basketball. People was emulating what they saw in Michael Jordan. One person came close, Kobe Bryant. He was the closest we saw who looked like Mike. Same with, boxing. Boxing is hard. You're really out there fighting, So a lot of times people say this Tom and Jerry antics. Most of them never threw a punch. Most of them never been in a fight. So it's hard for them to give any kind of analysis or advice on any boxer in the game about how to fight their fight. So Bud, I would say the keys to victory: fight your fight, tune out the outside noise, and do what you got to do. Getting on a bike, that's what some people say. We never really saw Bud get on a bike. We see Bud being quick. We see Bud counter-punching, But we never really saw Bud on a bike, so I'm not really sure where that narrative is coming from either. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Keys to victory: Saul Canelo Alvarez. Next episode.